This book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. First and foremost, I would like to take Allah Yah Bashim Yamshai, Bashim Kakadash, the ones to the apostles and elders, Great Milson, who will. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole flag, to all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. So I want to tell you brothers, stay strong, pushing this quick lesson. And I want to speak on this particular nation, which really, Amalek, they're really Edomites. But that's a specific line of Edom, okay, which that line is which is Amalek. That's a very very wicked line, okay, lineage, okay, which Amalek is those people that claim to be Jews, which they call themselves Jewish, or they call themselves Israelis, right? Those people that claim to be those people, right? The people of the Most High, which they're not. Okay, those are not the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, those are imposters. Okay, those are fake, phony devils that are playing the parts, or that are trying to trick the world into thinking that they are the people of God. Okay, the people of the Most High, which they're not. Okay, but that's who Amalek is. Okay, also Amalek is those individuals that are controlling everything. Okay, that are controlling different wars, that are controlling money systems, that are controlling different governments, different countries, that have the power over all the over the whole world. Okay, which is the elite. Okay, the elite of Esau, like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Wahlbergs, so on and so forth. All these different families, okay, that are trillionaires. They have all the gold, all the silver. I'm talking about those individuals, the ones that make the laws. Okay, those individuals, okay, that are really in control of everything. Okay, those people are the Amalekites. Okay, and the Mosai has, trust and believe, man. The Mosai has a perfect hatred for Esau, which we do as well, but especially Amalek. Okay, especially them Amalekites. Okay, which Amalek is pretty much the head of Esau. Okay, which, like I said, they're Edomites regardless. Okay, but like I said, that lineage, that specific lineage, Amalek, that's the worst, man. That's the worst of the worst. Okay, but once again, Numbers 24 verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Exactly. Okay, and this, like I said, this doesn't just go out for Amalek, really for Esau in general. Okay, he shall perish forever, meaning, like the scripture says, even in the book of Job, they shall perish like their own dung. Okay, they shall perish like a dream in the night. So at the end of the day, guess what? You Edomites, also Amalek, you're gonna be eradicated from off the face of the earth. Okay, you're gonna be exterminated, so you can understand. Okay, after you serve 1,000 years of slavery. Okay, because guess what? The first set of slaves is gonna be you Amalekites. Okay, you elite of Esau. Okay, like I mentioned, the Rothschilds, Rockefeller, so on and so forth. The people who claim to be, they pretty much they think they're God. Okay, they try to play the role of the Most High, which they're not. Okay, they're nothing but little fucking minions, man. They're nothing but little devils. Okay, they have no type of power. Okay, guess what? The power that they have right now, it was given to them from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Remember, the scripture says the wicked were created for the day of evil, and that's it. You devils were created just to play a role in his movie, pretty much. Okay, he's the director, and you play the part of the villain. Okay, and we, as the hopeful elect, okay, Lord willing, I'm one of those men, the 144,000 and 1/3, we play the part of the righteous. Okay, which we are the true Hebrew Israelites. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Okay, we represent the nation of Israel, and you devils are Edomites. Okay, and like I said, the elite of Esau, those are the Amalekites. Okay, those are the ones that claim to be the Jews. Okay, but that's why they call themselves Jewish. Okay. Also, they call themselves Israelis, but whatever the fuck. But it says, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Okay, so at one point in history, in the very very near future, you devils are going to be exterminated. Okay, but like I said, after you serve 1,000 years of slavery. Okay, but let me go ahead and get the book of Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse. I'll start at verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Exactly. So from you devils are not going to be remembered no more. Okay, you, like I said, you devils are going to be like a dream of the night. You know how you have a dream of the night, you wake up, you might be thinking about it for a couple minutes, but after 30 minutes to an hour, you forget about the dream. And then, a whole day later, you don't even think of you. That dream it doesn't even pop in your head no more. Okay, so that's how Esau's gonna be. Okay, verse 15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it. It says right here Jehovah, but really is Yahweh Nissi, for he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Okay, so you see, man, that's the hatred that the Most High has for you devils, man. Especially you elite of Esau. Okay, but let me go ahead and finish it with this scripture. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy 25, verse 17. And it says, remember what Amalek did unto thee, or remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, and when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High. Therefore it shall be when the Lord thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it. Okay, because you got to remember, Amalek was doing all types of shit to us, man. Okay, in this case, in this scenario, what he was doing to us when we came out of Egypt, right? In other instances, okay, Esau in general, okay, these Edomites did a lot of fucked up shit to us, even to this very day. Okay, these devils are still, coming up against us, and then doing all types of shit to us, man. Okay, to the Israelites, okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You see what these devils are doing to us, man. Okay, so now the Most High is telling us, look, in the kingdom of heaven, pretty much, when we have rest from all our enemies, including the other nations, okay, you fucking, you so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese, you so-called Africans, you so-called Arabs, you so-called, people, the islands, like the Samoans, all these other nations, you got to pay too. Okay, you motherfuckers ain't getting away from the judgment of the Lord, man. Guess what? You other nations are going into slavery underneath us as well. Okay, not as bad as Esau, but shit, you're still going to be, underneath us. Okay, in the kingdom. Okay, so it says, and the Most High hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, which is what? The land of Israel. Okay, that land that them devils claim to be theirs, that's not their land. Okay, that land really belongs to us, man. Okay, the children of Israel. It says, thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it. So you devils are going to be a thing of the past. Okay, as soon as the Most High gives us the go-ahead, as soon as, America's destroyed and he gives us that spiritual power to snatch you devils up, okay, which, like I've mentioned earlier, the first batch of slaves is going to be the elite, like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, because they're not going to be destroyed. Okay, once the nuclear holocaust happens, they're not going to be destroyed because they're going to be in different spots of the world, in caves, in the mountains. They're going to be in space, space stations. They're going to try to escape the judgment of the Lord, but guess what? You think you got away, okay? But guess what? We're going to snatch you out from where you're hiding. Okay, and we're going to put you in chains. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to get into Amalek, okay, which is those people who claim to be the real Jews, which they're not. Okay, those are imposters. Okay, but anyways, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Till next time, Lord willing, I'm gonna say shalom.